Be honest. You ever say, I'm gonna start saving for real this month, and then 3 days later you're ordering DoorDash at 11:47 p.m. like future me can handle it? Yeah, same. Today, we're not doing boring budget math. We're not doing just skip the latte lectures. We're talking about the real reason saving money feels like trying to diet while living inside a bakery. This is the psychology of saving money and why it's so ridiculously hard. And by the end of this, you're not just going to understand it, you're going to see your own brain in 4K. Let's start with something nobody tells you. Your brain? It was not designed for 401ks. It was designed for survival. Thousands of years ago, if you saw food, you ate it. If you found shelter, you used it. If you had resources, you consumed them, because tomorrow wasn't guaranteed. Fast forward to now, you're not running from tigers, you're running from credit card interest. But your brain? It still runs the old software. When you see something you want, new shoes, new phone, concert tickets, your brain doesn't say, let's evaluate long-term compound growth. It says, ooh, dopamine, hit that. That little spark of excitement, that's your reward system lighting up. Buying feels good. Saving? Saving feels like nothing. There's no rush when you move money into a savings account. No applause, no confetti animation, just gone. So your brain compares instant reward versus invisible future benefit. And guess what wins? Yeah. Here's the wild part. Psychologically, we treat our future self like a stranger, like some random dude. Imagine I told you, hey, can you give $100 to this random person you don't know so they can have a better life later? You'd be like, who? That's how your brain sees future you. Research shows when people think about their future selves, the brain activity looks similar to when they think about other people. That means when you skip saving to go out with friends, your brain doesn't feel like you're hurting yourself. It feels like, that's future me's problem. Future me will figure it out. Future me is more disciplined. Future me makes more money. Future me drinks water and goes to the gym. Future me is basically a superhero. Meanwhile, present you is like, we deserve a little treat. And that's the war. Every single day. Let's talk about the most expensive sentence in America. I deserve this. Bad day at work? I deserve a little something. Crushed a workout? I deserve it. Got paid? Okay, yeah, I definitely deserve it. This is called moral licensing. You do one good thing, and your brain gives you permission to undo it. You packed lunch Monday through Thursday. By Thursday, you're at Chipotle like, I've been good. You transferred $50 into savings. Now you feel justified buying something unnecessary. Your brain keeps a scoreboard, and it plays games. Now let's get uncomfortable. You ever notice how every time you make more money, you somehow still feel broke? That's lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. Instead of saving the difference, you upgrade everything. Better apartment, better car, better phone, more subscriptions, more nights out. Because your brain quickly adjusts to a new normal. That new income doesn't feel like extra. It feels expected. So instead of feeling richer, you just reset your baseline. And here's the scary part. The more you make, the easier it is to justify spending, because now it feels responsible. I can afford it. Yeah, but can you afford not saving it? Let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You scroll for 5 minutes and suddenly everyone is in Tulum, everyone drives a Tesla, everyone has perfect skin and financial freedom. You see luxury non-stop. And your brain does something subtle. It shifts your standard. What used to feel fancy now feels normal. And if everyone else is living that life, then why aren't you? So you spend to keep up. Not because you need it, but because psychologically you don't want to feel behind. Comparison is expensive. Here's something wild. The more friction there is in paying, the more it hurts. That's why cash feels painful. When you physically hand someone $100, you feel it leave. But when you tap your phone, it's basically invisible. Credit cards reduce the pain of paying. Buy now, pay later, even less pain. Automatic renewals, you barely notice. Your brain doesn't register the loss strongly, but it fully registers the reward. That imbalance makes overspending way too easy. Here's the twist. When you save money, your brain interprets it as losing spending power. You moved $300 to savings, your checking account drops. Even though the money is still yours, it feels like you gave something up. That triggers something called loss aversion. We hate losing more than we like gaining, so saving feels like, I can't use this, instead of, I'm building something. That framing matters a lot. If you grew up around financial stress, saving can feel complicated, because when you've experienced not having enough, money becomes emotional. You might either hoard money obsessively or spend it quickly because you fear it'll disappear anyway. Scarcity rewires your behavior. If you've ever thought, money doesn't stick around anyway, that's not laziness, that's conditioning. And understanding that, that's power. Let's keep it real. Budgeting feels restrictive, and humans hate restriction. The second you tell yourself, I can't spend on this, your brain zooms in on it. It's like saying, don't think about pizza. Now, pizza is all you want. So, extreme budgets backfire. They feel like punishment, and nobody sticks to punishment long term. Now, here's where things change. People who struggle to save often say, I'm just bad with money. That's identity language, and your brain loves to stay consistent with identity. If you believe you're bad with money, you'll subconsciously prove it. But if you shift it to, I'm learning to be someone who saves, now your behavior starts catching up. Saving isn't about math, it's about who you believe you are. We need to talk about dopamine. Modern life is engineered for instant hits. Notifications, streaming, same-day shipping, everything now. Saving is slow, quiet, boring. It's like going to the gym. Results take time, but spending, immediate buzz. Your brain isn't broken, it's just overstimulated. All right, now we flip it. If your brain prefers instant reward, low friction, clear wins, identity consistency, then we design saving around that. Automate it. Remove the decision. If you never see the money, you won't feel the loss as strongly. Automation kills temptation. Rename your savings. Don't call it emergency fund. That sounds scary. Call it freedom fund, peace of mind account, future me fund. Now it feels positive. Make it visible. Use apps that show progress bars. Your brain loves progress. Gamify it. Increase friction on spending. Delete saved cards. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Make impulse spending slightly harder. Tiny barriers make huge differences. Visualize future you. Actually picture them. Where do they live? How do they feel? Make future you real, not abstract. Here's the deeper truth. Saving money isn't about deprivation, it's about self-trust. Every time you save, you're telling yourself, I've got you. That builds confidence. Security isn't sexy on social media, but peace? Peace is powerful. Saving money is hard because your brain wants now, not later. Society rewards spending. Technology removes friction. Emotions override logic. Identity shapes behavior. You're not weak, you're human. But once you understand the game, you stop playing it blindly. Imagine waking up and not feeling panic about money. Imagine saying yes to opportunities because you prepared. Imagine not checking your bank app with anxiety. That feeling, that's not about being rich, that's about control. Saving money isn't sexy, it's not flashy, it's not viral, but it's freedom. And freedom, that's undefeated. So next time you feel the urge to hit buy now, pause. Ask yourself, is this for present me or is this robbing future me? And maybe, just maybe, you'll start building a life where you don't just look rich online, you feel secure in real life. And that hits way harder than a dopamine spike. If this made you rethink your money habits, stick around, because understanding your brain might be the best investment you ever make.